What's going on, 100 Grand Nation? It's your boy 100 Grand Nate, back at it again today with a video. And today I will be talking to you about how you can purchase your dream car with bad credit. Yes, now I know a lot of y'all are like, what? I can get my dream car with some bad credit? Yeah, there's always a way. When there's a will, there's a way. That's one thing I like to say. I'm gonna go ahead and drop some tips and let you know how you can ride off in your dream car even though you have less than stellar credit. Before we get into doing that, I want you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you've been with the channel, I really appreciate it. And if you like content like this, you'll probably like some of my guys. That's Race Car Friends, Blueprint 1LE, and also Race Car 21. Right now, I currently have a Mark V Supra, and I have a FL5 Honda Civic Type R. Now, the reason I'm able to give you this information is because I sell cars, and on a daily basis, what do I deal with? The thing that I can't avoid, bad credit. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you today how you can buy your dream vehicle with bad credit in 5 easy steps. Go ahead and go to 100gangclothing.com. Go ahead and get you some merch. It won't hurt, but it will help the channel. And also go ahead and press that subscribe button or follow button. Let's go. So you got bad credit. It doesn't really matter how we got here. You know what I'm saying? But we here. I feel like bad credit is something that we all experience in life at least one time. And if we don't experience it, we all know of somebody that has it or is experiencing it. So if you know somebody that's in that situation or you're in this situation yourself, feel free to share this video. So the first thing you want to do, right? You got bad credit. You want to fly ride. I mean, I don't know if those two things go together, but if it has to be done, it can be done. So the first thing you want to do, right, is you want to have a lot of money down. Now, I know a lot of people be like, well, why I gotta put a lot of money down? Because your credit is messed up. So this is one of the ways that we get away from it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, let's say you have a friend, right? And you've let them borrow money, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes they pay you back, sometimes they don't. You're gonna be a little bit iffy before you give them some little bit of money, right? So you might ask for a down payment, you know what I'm saying, in order to get them. Let's say if they want 500, you might say, okay, I'll give you the 500, but give me 100 first, and then I, do that. Same thing when you're buying a vehicle. The bank may say, hey, you got messed up credit, but if you're willing to put some money in the game, I'll give you another chance. So since you have bad credit, we gonna need some money down. A lot of people might say, how much money down? A good rule of thumb is, it might not have to be this much, but a good rule of thumb is 30% of the vehicle's price. So if there's a, let's say for number's sake, let's say a $60,000 vehicle out there, all right? You need to put down and be prepared to put down 18 grand before you can get in one of those cars. Now, I know that's a lot of money, but if you really want a dream car, dream cars aren't cheap unless you have a dream car that's really affordable, you're gonna need that 30% down. Now, sometimes it's not as drastic. It just depends on how bad of credit you have. But if you have 30% down, good chances are that somebody will be able to get you into your dream vehicle or a vehicle of your liking with that much money down. That's the first thing you want to do, or one of the things you could do to get into your dream car. Get that money on, put a done on. Get that money on, they'll get you done on, and then you can drive off and have fun on. That's crazy cringe, but we outside. The second thing that you could do to get you into a dream car, and this one right here don't require no money down. So it's the easy part, but at the same time it's a hard part because it involves other people. Now, you can get into your dream car if you have a co-signer that has strong credit. Now, the problem that you may run in with that is they might not trust you because your credit isn't good, or your credit may be young. It might be multiple situations. I don't know. You know your situation, you got to apply. But if you have a co-signer and you put them on the loan, they will be able to get you in a car. Now, some situations get really sticky. Sometimes you might have to let the person buy the car themselves in their name and you make the payment, or you guys can co-sign together. It just depends on how bad your credit actually is. Now, this takes a ton of trust because the co-signer is just as responsible as you. If they miss a payment or have a late payment, anything like that, it will affect their credit as well as yours. So this is gonna be a person that you really trust, and they really trust you. Mom, dad, cousin, sister, brother, best friend, girlfriend, sometimes spouse. And yeah, so those situations can be solved if you have a good co-signer. Now, I've had some weird situations where I've seen strangers, almost strangers, completely co-sign for each other, and I've also seen people that have been married for years and years won't co-sign for each other. So it just depends on the person. you have to know, I guess, who to ask. But if you love the car enough, I'm pretty sure you'll ask anyone. So getting a good cosigner with strong credit is another way that you can get into your dream vehicle, and you can almost do that with no money down. So if you ain't got good credit, find somebody that has good credit that'll sign for you. That's the second step. Another way to get your dream vehicle, right, without having good credit, aka having bad credit, is to have a paid off trade. Now, if you have a vehicle, that's running, it's in good condition, and it works, and it's like a reasonable model. You don't want something too old unless it's like a certified classic or something that you know for sure has gone up in value, right? Don't show up to a dealership with a 2001 GMC with 300,000 miles and think that's gonna do this done. That's only gonna be worth about $500. So you wanna show up with something that has some good value in. Why? Because once you trade this vehicle in, it's paid off, that's gonna be counted as your down payment. So if you got a car that's worth 10, 15 grand, it's paid off, sometimes more than that, that will go towards the balance of the new vehicle, and that will make banks say, hey, this guy has a paid off vehicle, let's give him another chance. So with that being said, if you have a paid off vehicle, or somebody has a paid off vehicle, that'll give it to you, and you could trade it in, that's another way to get into your dream car. You know what I'm saying? It's multiple ways to skin a cat. That's 3 ways so far. So we got put 30% down, got cosigner, and got paid off trade. Got 2 more ways that you can get in your dream car with bad credit. Let's go. So the 4th way you can get into your dream car, right, is to be flexible. Now, I know a lot of people are like, bro, what you mean be flexible? It's my dream car. I can't be flexible. You have to be flexible. And this is what I mean, right? When you show up to the dealership, you might want a Scat Pack Challenger, right? But you might have to get the Scat Pack that only has cloth seats, no sunroof. I'm talking about base level. Or you might have to go down to the RT or SXT. And people are like, what do you mean? That's not my dream car though. But it is. You're on a route, you're on your way, right? Because what you want to do is, if you're not able to get the top tier, all spec'd out vehicle, but you can get a base level trim of it. Let's say you want to get a Scat Pack with everything, the sunroof, wide body, leather seats, all that, Alcantara seats, all that maxed out. Be willing to go ahead and go base. And what you want to do is, you want to make good car payments for a year, so you can build some trust with the bank. And when it's time to, you can trade in the dream car that's not all the way spec'd out, and then you can get the fully loaded dream car. So that's another way to get into your dream car. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be flexible when you show up to these dealerships, because sometimes you might want to get it done, but sometimes you can't get it done. Sometimes you might not have the money down. Sometimes you might not have the cosigner, but you might still be able to get a car. And if that happens, sometimes you might have to go to a lower trim. And so when that happens, when that situation is presented to you, be open-minded, be flexible, and be able to take a lower trim and say, hey, this is going to be a stepping stone for me to get to my truly spec'd out dream car. Like I said, you can get a fully loaded Scat, or you can get the Scat Slim Body with the cloth seats, no sunroof. It's still a Scat. It's not all the way out there, but it's still the Scat Pack. You know what I'm saying? And that is going to tie in to our last way to get your dream car with bad credit. And I don't know if this is like a method, but I think this is something you should do. Is to start practicing good credit habits. Start building credit, especially if you got time. If time is on your side and you want to get a car 6 months from now, a year from now, 3 months from now, start paying all your bills on time now. Call those creditors, get on the line with them, see if you can get some pay for deletes, see if you can get some credit card bills paid all the way off, try to defer some payments, and just see if you can bargain with the people that you owe with your bad credit. Try to get some negative remarks removed so your credit score shoots up through the roof. Start practicing good habits. Put things on automatic pay. Start budgeting yourself. Start cutting down all your major expenses that you really don't need, all the extras. If you have any bad habits, try to cut those out so you can put that money up. That way that you have space so you can start practicing good credit habits. Because we all know, if you live in America, the credit system is the end all be all when it comes to attaining things if you don't have the money straight out. So the only way to attain stuff in this life in America, if you want a car, if you want a truck or anything like that, and you just don't have all the cash at one time, you gotta have that credit. And sometimes even when you have all the cash, it's still better to use the credit. I'll explain that deeper if y'all want me. But I want to make a quick video on telling you how you can attain your dream car with bad credit. And I hope that you are on your journey to rebuilding if you have bad credit. And if you're good credit, keep practicing those good, those good habits. Keep it going, pull it up, and keep going forward, like I said. But one thing is important. If you felt like this video was helpful for you or entertaining for you, go ahead and share it with the next person. Share this knowledge, because I feel like credit is something, those things that's not really taught. It was mentioned to me, but nobody really showed me the way on how to build credit. And it's a lot of different ways to do it. Most people start with a credit card. It could be a security deposit credit card. That's when you put your own money down and let it build up. Some people start with a car. Some people start with small loans, student loans, stuff like that. But whatever which way you start, just stay consistent, stay inspired, and keep moving forward. With that being said, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you've been with the channel, really appreciate it. We back outside with the Mark V GR Supra and the FL5 Honda Civic Type R. And if you like these cars, I'm pretty sure you like the guys that I rock with. Race Car Friends, Blueprint 1LE, Race Car 21. We back outside. Go get some merch, 100gangclothing.com. Let's go. We got some new Chargers getting off the truck. Yes, sir. What y'all think? Y'all outside with it? So guys, we got that new Charger coming off. So guys, we got that new Charger coming in. Yes, sir. First look. I don't know, RT stage 1. That thing silent though. I don't know how y'all feel about it. Pulling up on us. New Charger outside. Yes, sir. First look, straight off the truck. You know what I'm saying? Super exclusive with the 100 grand, you feel me? On God, you feel me? How I look on the inside? It's fire? Oh, he ain't talking today. So we got the inside in here. Yeah, this thing fire in the inside. It's hard. Yes, sir. Straight out the truck, you feel me? Yeah.